I've done something crazy. Done something truly insane. I'm playing different music. It's still from Pretzel. Also didn't take a shower yet today. This is the same shirt I had on yesterday. Don't judge me. I'm trying a different playlist, but this one may just not be upbeat enough. I might need more. This one is the ambient station. I kind of forgot what I normally play. Here's synthwave station. I don't know. We'll try it. We'll try it. We've been playing the same station forever. Hi, it's me, Scott. We got to work on heat some more. We're pretty good in terms of features. There's a new feature I want to do, but there's like, as far as like the list of things that are sort of statement of work things to pull off before TwitchCon, at least at first pass, like an alpha version. Ability to change the grid dimensions is one of them, or how many steps. I'm pretty sure the vertical dimension is going to be fixed, but we probably do want to set a number of steps. So like, what is that like? That's like here. No, not at all. It's here. Oh man, we got to get all this stuff out of. Or even am I? That's not right either. Too much. Still too much. We want to do the following, which is as follows. Like, we want to set steps or something. So this is a weird one. You gotta like redraw everything, and yeah, this one's a bit tricky. Here's where we actually draw the grid. So we need to like delete everything in the container and then we redraw it. Or just make like a draw grid function. Something like that. Yeah, I think one. Okay. Just the idea of changing the vertical count. That's not right. 80. Well. Means you change like the number of notes, whatever. That's a complicated one. So one thing we can do is, at least to start with, I'll just say rows is just const forever, but columns can come from here. And then we could do why are you so dumb? Yeah, okay, that's good, but the big problem here is this dumb thing. It's like a step array. I need this. So really we need to do something like let step array and then columns and do like step array I equals I, something like that. And then we would have to do that anytime we I've clearly broken something. Not strep array, strep throat array? Sounds horrible. Okay. Yeah. And then you could do 8. Okay, now how can I change this on the fly? There's really no reason to have all these things inside this scope, is there? Oh, except I have a bunch of variables scoped in there. Oh, this thing's silly. Okay, well, let's ignore that for the moment and make this what happens when we draw the grid. Just in here. Okay, we need to like delete everything inside. Delete all child elements. One of these. JKL. What are we gonna do in here? We gotta do like columns equals steps. I just don't know if I pay attention to columns ever again. Like that, columns. You do it here and here. Well, we do care. Yeah, of course. Can't assign to a const. Outrageous. Columns undefined. Busted it. Yeah, we need to like redraw the grid then. How do I get these later? Like inside this, how am I finding these? Container. Oh. Probably should define that somewhere. Well, that's actually always true. Right? That can be a const. And then we also need to do the other thing, right? No, we do it in here. So why is that so mad? We gotta just empty the step array first. Cannot do this. I'm trying to get it. That should be fine because we're updating that. Step array okay? I wonder if I can't this dude, this schedule may not actually Done a schedule. Is that part of draw? Oh, but that's not, that's just all part of this whole thing. It's all part of the sequence. So, can I alter? So tone sequencer is a callback. Events is what goes here. I mean, should step array just always have, can I edit this? Without subdivision. Can only be set up in the constructor. Small random variation to the callback time. That's cool. Probability is cool. Those could be cool things. Seemingly, I can't modify this. Add index to add the event. Remove. So I guess I could like, so loop is actually using this anywhere. So I could change the sequence. I could remove all and then add new. In which case this could just be null, and then I could add after, I could do like set step here. Something like this. And then the thing set step would need to do set steps. Oh, one of the things that we need to do is we don't really need the step array. Yeah, it's pretty weird how this works. Okay, so we want to, when we set steps, we're gonna do this and we're gonna do this, but in the middle, we need to go through and do sequence.remove all, and then well, I do kind of need that one thing. We're going to do sequence remove all, and then we're going to loop through, and we're going to do sequence.add, or sequence.at, no, sequence.add probably. And we're going to add, okay. It's kind of silly and weird, but maybe it'll work. Probably not first try, but no, column count's not defined. I need to like not start the sequence until after we do stuff. Seems like I have done something bad. We are calling set steps with a new column count. Columns. And then we're trying to add to this sequence, which also draws the grid currently. We shouldn't do this because just setting the sequence should draw the grid. Maybe I need something. So why is it not working when I do sequence remove all? I forgot to set a timer. Let's just go by the video length. How about that? I mean, that kind of looks like what we're supposed to do, right? We're like, optionally pass in the value. It says our sequence length is 16, so what's the deal? And if we do this, our sequence length should be 4. And if we do this, our sequence length should be 8. So why? Why did my event add not add event? You know, like add Add an event if there's already something in it. If value is an array, it will be parsed as a subsequence. I don't want a subsequence. Moving through the columns. Why? If I have a loop start, is loop end just wrong? That would kind of make sense, right? Like that I have to update that. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Who is that? Who's playing beautiful music? Oops. Loop starts 0, loop end. Even if this is loop end is 2, so this is kind of weird. Loop end needs to be even with 8 notes. Interesting. Life is yours. What is up? Did you finally get some sleep? Okay, so there's like a notes per measure kind of thing that I need to factor in with the loop. Playback rate. This is more complicated than I thought it was going to be. Can I just look at this? Just look at this together. Okay. Playback rate is 1. Loop end. What? Why is that 1536? Loop end is 4. But then when I look at it thusly. Cool. Loop end. I don't understand this. Playback rate. Night pancake. Oh, this color scheme? Well, they're going to key it out, so they specifically want... I mean, it doesn't have to be white, but I just started tweaking the colors so that it was more easily keyable. So they can do key it and do some opacity. This just doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Oh, is that what I need to know? Subdivision? '96. What? .25. Okay. Well, that's weird because it seems like quarter note. But okay, so it needs to be like loop count needs to be subdivision times columns. Kind of wish there was a. Seems weird. There's not a thing that just do this for you. Okay, so that's 8. And so even if I make this null, that should work. And then I can do 8. What happens if I'm like way high up and then I cut to 4? Boop. It kind of works. This color scheme matches my teeth. Jeez. Right? Maybe not. Okay. Okay, fine. I'll make that not white. We'll make it a color that's different. How's that? Nice and dark. So the probability thing is kind of interesting. I want to try that. So if we said that was 50%, if we said like sequence kind of interesting. So the probability is sort of cool. And then also, I don't know if we really want the other one, but the other one was like human eyes. Is it a Boolean? What goes in there? Just one. seem like that works. Okay, we gotta do something that's like a vote meter to show that things are like. That's gonna be annoying. That's not gonna be very fun to write. There's some other features were added. I realized something. I think the way I have this set up, I was going to make some kind of overlay for them to configure. I don't think I have time to do a remote configuration, so they'll just have to pop up a screen and configure. I should have a way to allow votes or not. Yeah, that's a thing that's important. To like start and stop, like play and pause, and then also to allow votes. So if they like hit on something that they like, keep it for a while. Kind of want to clean this stuff up a little bit, you know? Do I actually need to do this? Apparently I do. A little weird because this cares about the sequence. Like it's a little fishy. Maybe more than a little. Okay, so one of the things though, yeah, is the clicking. Like if I would, thing I started to say is if I do the clicking where anybody can click, yeah, document element from point. So we can't quite do that. We need to do like container element from point. Because if we have like some pop-up config panel, we don't want. So I'm still like debating on how many, what our vertical count is going to be. Pretty sure I want to dedicate the last one to being a clear. It needs to be something like if, where do we actually play the note? Here. So if it's equal to, if it's not equal to 1, and it's less than this, which really should be rows. I don't know why I'm calculating like that, but and the winner index is less than. Oh, let's do it like this. So let's say it's not null. If it is equal to, basically it's the last one. Let's just say it's less than that, because we don't actually have to do anything to just clear, I think. We already cleared everything. I mean, or we could just say, like, that's the null. You know, maybe we draw a little X over it, and then that's like, that's the winner until somebody says otherwise. So I did this. Turn that guy off. I mean, I could mark it up, but I feel like you know, basically where it's just a rest no matter what. But I feel like that's one you want to visually see, probably. Is there like key code space? Event.code. Oh, I could like literally see event.key is equal to space. Sure. Okay, what are our big things we gotta do? We said choose between polyphonic and monophonic modes. I'm gonna talk to them and see if we just straight up say let's just do monophonic because polyphonics can be crazy. Clear or keep notes after they are played. That's kind of doesn't even really matter because we'll just go with keep notes because if you cleared them, they'd be voted, a new one would be voted for anyway. So that's a little academic. I feel like we want to keep notes after they're played. So I'll mention that to them as well. So choose from a list of preset keys or scales. So we kind of have that. Okay. Ability to manipulate the tempo. That's these. To define the grid dimensions, so that's this, which right now means you blow away the current notes, but like it'd be annoying to do it otherwise, and I think it's probably fine. Okay, ability to choose from a list of voices. Yes, pardon me. I don't know why that one's so loud. I apologize. Square waves. Change the design to be more easily composited. Play and pause. I need to start keeping my own list in here. Yeah, loops for both is going to mean like we, instead of tallying a vote every single loop, we only tally periodically. Like we only tally every 3 loops or 6 loops or whatever. And then democracy mode is what we have now. So we are pretty, like, we are an alpha, pretty much an alpha for all features at this point. The new heat, oh yeah, well, except for mobile grid input. Okay, I need a quick bathroom break and then we will pick this up again. What was I doing? What was I talking about? What were we talking about? I didn't really realize I just left that thing playing the whole time. Weird that I don't get... Yeah, there we go. Let's say it's weird that we don't get votes for rests, but it was just randomness. Okay, so... I need a way to visualize votes. So that's a pretty annoying thing, but not a huge problem. So I need some way to make a meter, essentially, inside these buttons. So what do these buttons even look like? Because I don't remember. All we do is add... Yeah, this thing we call a row is confusing. Let's just call this a cell, because it's confusing me. So the deal is we're going to have some kind of like meter inside these. I think that's the way to do it, is to have like just a light meter filling up, sort of, which means inside each cell we'll need a meter, probably. I need to do this. Let's do a tiny bit of housekeeping while we're at the new file. Sequence.js. Let's just take all this stuff and put it in there. Let's do this thing. Let's do this and break everything. Yeah, cool. Just because I noticed we do stuff like this too much. Actually, that was the only thing. Pretty good. Okay, so this vote thing sounds annoying. Because we got rounded little rows, and then we need inside the rows, really this should be a cell. This is a cell. Break everything. Break it all. Okay. So and this one. Column active, add remove, cell active, add remove. When we draw the thing, column active, cell active, cell inactive. What did I miss? Cell inactive, cell active, column active, cell, column. add or remove column active. Column active and cell active. Isn't that what we call these? Column active, cell active, and inactive. Column active and cell active. That just clears everything. Cell and cell inactive. What did it do? Cell active, cell inactive, cell. And then column active, cell. How'd I mess up so bad? How'd I mess up so badly? Column, you seem column, you seem broken. Column.classlist add column. You have column. Container's good. Man. Okay, I tried to change too many things at once. Clearly. Okay, what's your whole problem? This is gonna break everything. But then we want to say wherever we were adding row, now add cell. Weird. Oh, so weird. Huh? Okay, let's do this first. Okay, that's all fine. And now and that's fine. But somehow naming this to cell and this to cell. breaks everything? Oops. I accidentally refreshed chat. If anybody said anything in chat. I don't think anybody said anything except for robots, though, so I think it's okay. Why can't I rename that? What silly thing am I missing? What the F? I had a class called Cool. I'm just missing something very silly, probably. Is this like some insane alphabetical thing or something? I don't know. Why are you so mad? Use row or cell anywhere else in here. These flex directions are not relevant. Okay, whatever. You win. It's just trying to make things slightly less confusing for myself. But no. Okay, I'm missing something silly there. I missed a... Wait, I missed your novel. What did you write a novel? Oh no! In Twitch chat? Screenshot it and put it on Discord? I'm sorry if that's true. Okay, anyways. Oh yeah, we were gonna try to figure out this stupid meter. Right. Dot meter. It's gonna be weird. I want like bottom, left. No, I don't. I want this to like relatively fill. I don't know, let's try this. And then we need to add a meter inside of the cell. Nailed it. Oh, should this be like 100? How does this work? Yeah, great. Cool. Okay, I have a meter now. The meter comes from the top, which is weird. Now it comes from the bottom. And if it's 25%, whatever. Okay, so we can now, as we click bacon pancakes, is it time? Is it time for this? No! No advertisements. YouTube, why do you treat me like this? This.
Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make. Bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes, making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and I'll put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes, that's what it's gonna make.
Oh wait, am I gonna get flagged for that? I'm probably gonna get flagged now. Great. Oh no. I'm gonna go to prison. I blew it. Blew it. Now I'm in trouble. Okay, okay, we have the ability to have a meter now. So here's what's stupid. We need to be able, whenever we click, to look at the whole row. That's here, right? Here. I click the element. Oh yeah, no, it's down here. It's in this whole business. So we have to get a parent div. So we need to like, yeah, so we need, this is, okay. So this is gonna be like let column equals cell dot parent element. Then we have to total everything. So we got to loop through twice because we need to loop through to total. And then we need to loop through to set the meter for it. Yeah, okay. So if somewhere we do this, like, also, we probably want to like flash the borders or something, right? Like if we, yeah, I was thinking about how we want to do that, but I do probably want something like a border 2px solid white, something, I don't know. Make pancakes, make a pick of pancakes. You get the picking and you put them in the pancakes. Okay, so I don't even eat bacon. Well, that's a good song. I don't even really care about Adventure Time. I never watched the show. I just watched that very first. Came out like I was an undergrad, so a long time ago. 2006, 2007. Okay, so we need to loop through all the rows in the column and tally their click counts. Yeah, the very first like pilot, I guess, of Adventure Time. I think Ben had a different voice. Never got on board with the actual thing though. Okay, so we need to loop through everything and then total clicks plus equals like this. The show is for dope heads. What? Okay. Update meter. So this is total tally. That's true. Kids are basically always on drugs. And then we need to loop again. Do the exact same loop again, but this time it's gonna be right. These are probably gonna be integers. I'm gonna like force you to be a float. I feel like I got some math problems here. So this should go through all the rows and add up all the clicks. What do I do? So I go in, I increase this particular cell, and then I'm going to go through every cell in my parent. Oh. That's a little weird. This is a string. Cool. I sure said it was a number right here. Like it sure looks like a number. Don't I do this elsewhere? Treat this like a number and it's fine? I mean, I do it right there. I increase it like, hey, you're a number. Do I like a null click count or something? I thought I set all of them on initialization. Dope heads. Is that not a thing I did? I thought, like, as I went through, yeah, I set, every time I make a cell, I set the click count. Those look like numbers, so why are they being added? JavaScript, you're weird. Oh, because that already counts as having a click the way I did this. Oh boy. That's not good. It's probably fine. It's like it has one vote. Okay, that's kind of a weird, buggy sort of thing, but I might leave it. Okay, so I am getting something that maybe seems like a percentage now. And so now I need to get the child. And do like meter.style.height. Is this the right way to set this? Style.height equal to percentage times 100 plus percent sign. Uh-oh. Oh. Bummer. Like, this really slows down my click processing. Like, really substantially. Maybe just because of the logging? Hopefully it's just the logging. I hope. Logging is very expensive. But like, that mean, gosh, if I'm getting thousands of clicks, every single click I'm like, yeah, that's slow. Okay, I think I have to kill this. Okay, let's try again. Yeah, that tally update is pretty slow. Really slow. Like, I kind of don't want to do it on every click. I kind of need to like do it at a different interval, because otherwise, like, every single click, woof. Like, I'm sending 3,000 clicks simultaneously. Yeah, that's bad. I need like an animation loop. Whoa. that'll just be 60 times a second instead of a trillion. Oh, a trillion. So something like this. We need like a this class is all so cool looking now. We really gotta break some of these things out, but not yet. What's this condition? That's the draw grid. Okay. Okay, so we'll just say like where do I get step? Oh yeah, no, this is what I want. This is our drawing update loop. So so instead of doing this 3,000 times in 1 millisecond, which was a great idea, we need to do something more like this. I'm going to loop through columns and then loop through rows. I do that 1,000,000 times. This business. Okay, so we need to do whatever we do up here. This terrific thing. Oh, semicolon. Oh my gosh. The meters look kind of cool. I could make them blur. It's too much animation. Okay, so we need this. I don't really want to default to that many subdivisions. What's my default here? Oh, I think I want to default to 8. Okay. And then height on the meter should also default to 0. Okay, perfect. Seems like my animation loop is working perfectly, or not at all. So we loop through the columns. We get a column. And then we loop through the nodes twice. Oh, bug. Yeah. Of course. No, that doesn't clear the meters. Oops. Okay, so I'm gonna click this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This guy should win. We need to just like disable meters maybe. guess we could also do that. No, we want it always updating, not just when the. It's a little weird because we have like this independent loop of, and the drawing of the sequencer is slightly different, but you really probably only notice if it's really slow like this. Did I break my blast? Which button's that? Oh, it's X. I mean, it's pretty ridiculous when it's random because you just... I want to probably flash the outline when a click comes in, but there's going to be so many clicks. We could flash the meter. We just need to flash something when there's a click. So, just want to like flash something one time. I just want to give it like a little bah. Just don't want it to loop. I don't want an infinite pulse. I just want like a little bit of whoop. Just a little one of these. Just a little. Wait, how do I do my heat clicks? Did I do that with CSS animation? I can't even remember. Needs to be very lightweight, whatever I do, just because there's so many people clicking. So we need like, how would you restart a CSS animation that was in progress? Like, remove the element from the page and reinsert it. So you would remove and then add this class. So if I did like a just kind of makes me a little nervous trying to do that thousands of times, potentially thousands of times a second. Great song. Let's try a different song. Well, this sucks. So apparently it seems there's like not actually a good way to restart a CSS animation without like triggering a redraw of the page. Lame. No, I don't want to like manually animate. I guess I could update that in an animation loop. I'm already looping through everything all the time, so I could just fade something based on the last click. That doesn't sound good. That sounds heavy. As I go through here, means when I could do something like this, like this doesn't feel like it's going to be really performant. Right? But yeah, it would be something like this. And then I'd also probably need to do it here. And then when I got in here, I would look to see when the last click was. Right? So that would be setting the meter percentage, and then this would be something like this. Excuse me. Didn't I set it here? Tell that dataset dot click time. Click count is set. Oops. $347. Oh. Oh, you. You. So basically, I'm gonna say like if click age is less than 1,000. Too much printing. If click age is less than 1,000, then equals click age out of 1,000. Come on, just refresh. You don't need to print anything. It's okay. Stop. 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 Stop it. Stop it. Okay, it's not gonna stop it. Kill Firefox. Is that our last chance here? So when I click something, I don't want it to become active, actually. I want that to not happen. I want to just... So all I really do is increase the click count. So what does everything get marked as active at that moment? Oh, this goes through. Ooh. I'll just only do this. Column is equal to the current column. No, we only really want to do if it's the winner of that. Oh man, like after it plays, it should say like, hey, you're all good. Okay, well that just has to be rethought. Okay, meanwhile, what was I doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to like pulse, like get some decay, and then do like, how do I want to do this? The border. That's a border color for the whole opacity, or Is this how this works? I can't remember. We don't want to do this. Okay, so now we click and it will stay lit for 1 second. So really, maybe in 100 milliseconds? I need to make my clicky friend not all happen simultaneously, apparently, but okay, now I can get, so there's little flashes. So 100 milliseconds even too long? Should be like 10 milliseconds. Because if that is coming in quickly enough, 10's not really long enough to see what's going on though. Well, I could do this and fade it based on the time. And this could be... I did it backwards. Flip it. Jacqueline, tomorrow you leave for Denver. Is your test happening? The test you're worried about? It's kind of Portland has said. We can hang out, do some load testing, throw away some user data. Look at this democracy in action. You don't think they'll do it there? Cool. Are you excited? Denver Adventures? Are you going with your wife? Cool. Would you happen to be able to run your ClickRadar machine? If it's a hassle, definitely don't worry about it. But okay, let's see democracy in action. Oh, wait, how many clicks is this? Oh, weird. Element from point is not a function. Why would that be true? I don't know. What I would like is like a sustained... like, not too bursty. Like a lot of clicks, but over 30 seconds or something like that. If that's easy to do. Why would I ever get that? 79. Why would I ever get... How unusual. Oh. Well, he might be totally broken right now. Okay, sorry. Now try. That's you clicking. Okay. I thought I could do element from point, not just... Oh, look at that. Oh, that looks insane. So white flashes are clicks, and element is null. Sequence 81. What's the rate on this? This is chaos. I feel like I'm not seeing the meter on. Oh, because it's dark. Is that true? The meter should be white but transparent. I feel like I'm not really seeing it on darkness though. That was 14,000 clicks over 60 seconds. So it held up well. It's just insane chaos. Oh, sure. 14,000 attempts. Do you have any idea? Well, I have the cooldown, I think, is off. So all of those should at least try to go through. I guess I could do some kind of tally. Definitely not console log, though, because that's so not performant. Always astounds me how poor the performance of console log is. Okay, so active row is a real problem right now. Or row active. Because we don't want that to happen. We really only want that to happen when we play something. And otherwise, we want to remove it. Like, if the row's not the winner, I'm going to tally you? Okay, so let me think of how to do that. Position. No, I spelled it right? Oh, yeah, okay. Why didn't that work? Where are you, Quick Tally? Also, I have a weird border on something. Quick Tally. Oh, it's up there. I forgot how it is. I gotta reorganize this file. It's outrageous. in here. Element click. So this would be heat click. So let's just only do those. Am I gonna work? What did I do wrong? Inner HTML. Thanks. 1. Ah. It's a lot of clicks. Well, now it's democracy, so only that's what these little meters are. Oh, the kissing booth is on. The little meters are how many votes are for a specific note per column. So we lost a little bit. I wonder why we lost those. That's slightly troubling. I guess they could have come in so fast that it still could have tripped the thing, even though the cooldown's separately 0. Or technically 0. Yeah, so... Okay, what was I just going to try to figure out? Yeah, the active column is confusing right now. Or active row. So we kind of just don't even want to add that at the moment. I mean, do I even need the idea of the active row if... Maybe I don't. Maybe the meter could serve as that. That would be one thing I could do. Because otherwise I have to have some sense of what the active row is, and I kind of currently don't, other than whether or not it has a click. But I wouldn't want to do that outside of the... I'd only want to do that like on the row that I'm drawing on. Which I thought I did a little while ago. I thought I did it so that it's only the... only if current column. Look at all those clicks. Sick beat. I gotta make it sound good at some point. That part's gonna be the hard part. So one of the things I'm going to do is add a feature that you can like enable and disable voting, and then also where it won't necessarily, it'll just tally the vote periodically, not constantly. Yeah, it's going to look insane. It's going to look totally crazy. Oh, your tool isn't random? It looks pretty random. Turn on the old-fashioned kissing booth. Oh, I see. It's like cascading. I think if they want something to actually sound like music, they probably need to play at like 60 beats per minute. And maybe 16 steps. Like, that starts to be kind of musical, like... So this is 90 beats per minute with 16 steps with a few rests. But yeah, it's gonna be chaos. It's just gonna be insanity when people are actually using it. True random. It looks kind of cool. Why do I have this other border? Did I add my border in the wrong place? Look, my whole container has a border. Oh, how did my container get the class row added to it? That's not good. Did I do that? Sure did. Why would I do that? Is that supposed to be like that? Apparently that's supposed to be like that. That seems horrible. Why would I do that? Why did I do this? Oh, I would agree with that. I bet it's not actually random because people are so predictable. I mean, we already know that parts of the overlay you can't click on easily, which actually I need to probably consider, right? Like there's places you can't reasonably click. So like the upper and lower things are going to be masked by depending on how big people's windows are. Like Gonna be weird. Okay, why would I do this? Why did I make... Well, that probably explains part of my issue earlier when I couldn't figure out what was going on. Truly just need a display flex? Is that my whole... That was the whole thing I needed? That was the whole reason I couldn't rename that one thing earlier? Whoa, what? Go swimming. Have a good time. Thanks, Jacqueline. Wait, how did you make... What did you do? Oh, that was bits. Oh, thanks for the bits. I was trying to figure out how you made an alert without alerts. Am I rich in bits? I don't even know how many bits I have. Probably 1 million. Or like 10. Well, I have at least 100. I still don't think I've ever actually been paid by Twitch for sub stuff, but... Okay, so we need a bit like only. We want to probably have some kind of height offset to sort of make sure this is in the middle of the video. Okay, well, that's 2 hours. I'm gonna go take a break and maybe get some food, and then I'll probably stream a little later today. Because I do need to deliver like an alpha version, but I think we have most features. These are like new features. Which this actually, we don't have to do this like loops. We could do this like vegan bacon pancakes. Maybe I should make some. Get some smart bacon, make some BLTs, make some blats. Bacon, lettuce, avocado, tomato. Blats. V-blats. Yeah, this thing's just gonna be so crazy. I don't know how these people are gonna play music to this. Can I play along with this? Can you hear that? The coming through? My beautiful improvisation. How can I go up an octave like this? It's better like this. Kinda tempted to say there's just 6 cells. What would that be like? So if we only had 6 rows, really it'd be 7 because we're counting rests. And we had 16, and we did this. We did this, and we only played chords. He's all insane. Just want like a very simple friend. No ARPs. Haunted stadium organ. It's really better with chords. Definitely better if the robot's playing chords. I will say. That's threes. Yeah, that's a seventh. What if we didn't do that? We just did this. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just 2 octaves of C major. Yeah, okay, I got distracted. I just was like seeing what it's really like to try to improvise with this. I think if it's playing chords, it's a little easier. They had wanted to try a percussive version, but the percussive version of this would just sound insane. I think, but I need to try it. so tiny. Every square is a chord, but on different octaves going along the Y, pitch going on the X. Well, no. Because well, X is time. I mean, how would I... X needs to be time if I'm going to do step sequence. And I don't want these to play individual chords. I just want them to play notes that are in a chord, because then it's almost like someone just playing chords on a keyboard, or like arpeggiating between notes on a keyboard. And then I feel like that's easier to improvise with. So like, we could make this D sharp 3 and D sharp 4. For now, just hide these. It seemed like that changed. So that's switching between C major and C minor in 2 octaves. My fingers are like fat fingering the black keys and keep missing the minor chords. You. Let's look at some chords. Common chords. Or common chord, yeah, I don't like major. Yeah, like these are the, if we're just doing triads, we can do major, minor, diminished, and augmented, and combinations of those. So oh man, no, just play the MIDI. Man. Major, minor, diminished, augmented. Aren't they going the wrong direction? In terms of pitch, maybe. You think the pitch should be inverted? Yeah, like lower is lower. That would probably make more sense. That's probably true. So yeah, what if we just didn't do scales and just did C major, C minor, C augmented, C diminished, and some combinations of those. If I can remember how to do that. Triad chords. No, not guitar. Yeah, the first, the third, the fifth, and then minor. And then if you make both of the two fronds minor, that's diminished. Right? Can someone just show me an easy chart to make sure I'm remembering these correctly? Major. Okay. Now, not intervals. Major triads. Yeah. C minor triads. Yeah, just show me, man, somebody, I just want a chart. That does not have, this is not helpful. Google. You're probably right that I should invert the pitch, but that will not be too hard. Wasn't I just on a Wikipedia page about triads? And now I can't find it. Triad, music, Wikipedia. Okay. Augmented means that you, okay, right, sure. Major. A minor third and a perfect fifth. A minor third and a diminished fifth. An augmented fifth. Yeah, minor, diminished, flat, flat, and then that's natural. Wait, but that's not true. Is the augmented contains a major third and an augmented fifth. So that's sharp, yeah. Okay, so if these are our then this is F sharp 3, F sharp 3, no, F sharp 4. So that's major. Minor, we only, a minor third and a perfect fifth, minor third, perfect fifth, minor third, perfect fifth, minor third, diminished fifth, minor third, diminished fifth, and major third, augmented fifth. Is that right? I don't know. Where do we set the key? Set notes. Excuse me? Isn't is fis? What are you what are you doing? Did I miss something? Probably. Did I break it? did I break it? Oh, I hit clear. Ah. Sounds like I'm doing a fifth. This is an augmented fifth, right? Just sharp, sharp, sharp the fifth. Make the fifth sharp. I mean, I certainly could have messed this up. I almost guarantee it. Okay. Is this a major chord? Minor. Diminished. Augmented. It's huge. What's huge? Sometimes life is yours when you're up late and you just throw a few words at me and I don't even know what I was talking about or saying. It's hard for me to know what's going on. Okay, but there's more triads, right? So because you can like augment a minor, right? Can you have like a C, E, G. But can't you have like there's some other triads. Because I thought you could do like a major and still have the diminished, like I have not thought about music theory for a long time. Oh, the major chord is huge. Yeah, you always want that. But even augmented, what sounds good is the resolution of things, which you won't have with the sequencer unless somebody's like actively changing it. But you know, when it's like it's a little weird to like leave it in these states just because I don't think you like typically want, I don't know, maybe not. Just in my mind, you don't typically hang out in these other, like in a diminished or augmented chord. It's like you hit that and you're like, oh yeah, I'm ready for this to come back. I'm ready for this to come back to major. and just leaving it just like makes your teeth hurt a little bit. If I do that, I instantly, it's like a Radiohead song, like Tom York. Let's get this sneezing trombone guy. Beautiful. Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for interrupting my beautiful Tom York song. Break this. Oh, there we go. A little while ago there were 5 people watching, and now there's only 2 because of my noodling. It's fair. some better sounding synths. I was gonna like stop for like it was gonna stop. Okay. Yeah, the drum thing. I kind of forgot about the drum thing. So there's like membrane. Some of this we may just have to steal. I have to borrow. Ugh. Oh, that sounds horrible. Let's not do that. Oh, there's the drum, there's the membrane. I know. Takes a while to make patches that sound good, and I just don't feel like I can do that at this moment. Where's the membrane thing? With this? I found to. Okay. Sorry, DuckDuckGo. Sometimes you just can't do the job. There's no example. Wish this worked. The internet is a terrible place and nothing works. So we just did this with no settings. Yeah, the notes get weird for that. That's kind of just for now. Did this? Also, I need to like unhook old synths. Does this count as drums? No, these are drums. Do you know drums when you hear them? Yeah, we just need a new model of like something that can take notes and decide to play not just notes. Like, maybe a little weird. That's pretty drummy. Those are drums. Those are sick drums, and you know it. Ideally with drums you have like different sounds, and you know how it goes. Yeah, I don't exactly know what to do about that. How do you do that? I guess those would have to be different synths that got played simultaneously? Sharp shapes. Okay, I'm really done for now. I gotta go. That was like a whole extra hour that I didn't really get much work done, but that's okay. Just had to make it work. The sounds, those are real-time synthesized. So Tone.js is real-time synthesizer. Is that how you write where are you? What? You asking if this is my collection of notes for the chords we just wrote? Where are you? Oh, no. The contraction where apostrophe re is already where are. So it'd just be where are you? Yeah, where are you? Right. Yeah, I get it. I think I get it. Do I get it? Hard to say sometimes. I mean, this gets a little scary though, because that means like a real drum machine needs 6 synths simultaneously. Is that okay? I guess, maybe. Whence, no. Where is the same as where are. Where. So you wouldn't say where are. You're doing great. Okay. I just am trying to help, but it's hard to pronounce the help. I feel like it's where are you? Where are you going? The word whence. Whither means to where. Whence means from where. So you could say, whence are you getting those? I think. So, like, here's the thing, is I want... Oh, we have... Yeah, reverb and stuff. Kind of works better when it's tighter. Like when you have less options. Nightmare. Okay. Can I just want to know loop part sequence, simplify scheduling events. Okay, that's cool. I wish you would just show me code. And unfortunately, this is some like React nightmare. So it's impossible to just look and know what's going on. If I remember from last time when we looked at all this. Like, what does the presets do? Oh, okay, cool. Can I just steal these presets? Because that's all I want. But I still need the proper, like, the proper synthesizer. Okay, but that is a membrane synth, noise synth, mono synth. Okay, cool. So maybe I can actually use these. That's great. That is great news. Tremendous news. But I'm seriously done. We're seriously done here. Okay, life is yours. Thanks for hanging out as always. Control C, Control V. No, I'm gonna for sure, because it is a hassle to craft this thing. So if I can get something in there that feels good. Problem is I need like I need a new strategy, like a new bank. I need a way where I'm playing multiple synths simultaneously, where I build like a set of synths and individual notes go to different ones. It's gonna be a little bit annoying. Unless they have some way to do that. I don't think they do. To like say what goes where. Probably for the percussive one, I really only need 2 or 3, so that's probably okay. But what would be nice is if I could do like regions or something. Okay, now you got me thinking again. Like if there's, because sometimes keyboards can do like synth the keyboard. Sometimes we'll have regions, and you can say like, oh, this region, you know, this part of the keyboard plays this synthesizer, and this part of the keyboard plays this synthesizer. But I don't think I've seen anything like that. It seems like it would be in here somewhere. Okay, handles voice creation and allocation for any monophonic instruments passed to the second parameter place. This is not a synthesizer. It merely manages voices of one of the other types, allowing any of the monophonics to be polyphonic. So can I have more than one voice? Whoa, what? I know, I'm just gonna look on this while it's in my head. 6 voices of 1 synthesizer. So this is almost what I want. I just want the array of voices. So you can presumably give Does that mean they just all play at the same time though? Or like... I kind of feel like this is how to do it, but... This is not quite what I want. I have a feeling there's a way to do what I want to do, but maybe it's easier for me to just make something. A pluck synth. I typed that incorrectly. But this is not using Tone.js. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, well, so look at all these duo synth. Two monosynths run in parallel with control of the frequency ratio between the two. That's not what I want. Okay, these are my options. That almost sounds like what I want, but it isn't really. Too bad. I mean, if I could make one polyphonic synth of several monophonic drum machines, that would be kind of the thing that I wanted. But I would want like a note range to control different. Channel. I don't think so. Okay, well, I'll have to think about it. I mean, I have an idea of how to brute force it. Okay, I'm seriously done. We're silly done. Oh, you're just watching me look at a web page. Oops, sorry, bye. See you later.